Hey, this is Curtis Arnold, and welcome to my channel where I cover everything cards. We don't have any fancy studio and use a lot of AI and all kinds of slick things. Very basic. Do this from home, but what we lack in those flashy things, hopefully make up for in terms of what the meat of the thing is, and this is a review of the U.S. Bank Shield Visa card, and you have the benefit of leveraging 25 years of my experience covering the card industry. I'm just coming at you to try to help you, educate you, and empower you as a consumer. That's my passion and has been. I am the author of How You Can Profit from Credit Cards. Also, pioneered the concept of rating credit cards online many years ago, and it's been copied and over again. But anyway, you will not hear a lot about this card, by the way, and if you go to a credit card typical comparison site, even the big sites, because they're not going to get a dime from this site. It's one of those cards that typically does not advertise, and it's a new card. So you're going to hear it here, and don't expect to hear it or see it if you go elsewhere. Anyway, this card is amazing because it has 0% rate on balance transfers and purchases, which you want ideally both if you're shopping for a 0% card for 24 months. That's right, you heard it right, 2 years. And that's pretty much unheard of for the last many years. The max that we've seen is 21 months. And we rate and review balance transfer offers. You'll see a link at the end of the video or at the description of the video where you can learn more and look at other offers. But this offer is really kind of unprecedented in a sense, although many years ago, 15, 20 years ago, they were a bit gimmicky, but 0% offers on transfers for life. And I'm that old. I remember those offers. There wasn't many of them. But anyway, this is an amazing offer. You do have to have good credit to qualify. And after 24 months, which hopefully you'll have it paid off by then, your balance, if you transfer or if you do, you can do purchases, a big ticket item would work on this because it's good for 24 months. But after that 24-month introductory period, the rate will go up, as it always does, to 16.99% up to 27.99 currently. And this does have a cashback component, offers 4% cash back, but I wouldn't recommend it because you don't want to mix your cash back with purchases or transfers typically. So just not necessarily a smart thing to do. But it's an amazing offer. They've got a really cool calculator on the site where you apply that I recommend. You can either apply through a local branch if you have U.S. Bank where you live or online. I plugged in some numbers, and if you transfer $5,000, which is a typical amount, after the 2 years of paying no interest, you will have saved $1,784, which is phenomenal. Now you do deduct the $250 transfer fee. That's 5%. That's on the high end. Transfer fees are normal, though. They're typically in the 3 to 5% range. So again, 5% high. But after you deduct out the transfer fee of $250, the net savings to you, if you're transferring from, I should add, a 20% APR card, which is about average, your net savings would be $1,534 over the 2-year period. So that's phenomenal. I hope this review is helpful. Again, this is a great offer. We've got other balance transfer offers on our site. So click on the link in the description to shop some more. But if you don't have if you're not transferring from another U.S. bank card to this card, which they wouldn't allow you to do, but if you're transferring from a bank outside of U.S. Bank, this is a really good offer, particularly in terms of the length of the offer, 24 months, and that's phenomenal. Paying down debt after the holidays or whatever the occasion. So, pretty bullish on this, but do shop around, and I hope this review has been helpful. Thanks for taking your time to listen.